Okay, it's that time. It's that time. Every 18 months, I go to Moorfields Eye Hospital for my routine eye checkup. I used to dread this growing up because I've been going since I was about 8. So that means 20 years. Wow. 20 years. 2 decades. That's crazy. Um, and yeah, I used to dread every time I went because basically it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So I was basically going to find out, like going there to find out that my eyesight was getting worse and that there was nothing that they could do about it. Um, so yeah, basically signing myself up to be sad at the end of the day. Um, and over the years, it's been a while. This is a process of grieving, of losing a sensory organ that most people depend on. It's a big thing, but it's become my normal. And I say that, but it doesn't mean that my normal is easy because I've gotten used to it. There are still limitations, there's challenges, there's depressions, there's phases of sadness and joy and all the things that you experience with grief. But I've come to a point where I am very accepting of my eye condition. So this time, a few days back, I had my appointment in mid-December and for the first time in a few years, felt a little bit nervous because this year is the first year of my life where I have been using my long cane. That is the cane that touches the floor with the ball on the end. And I put that down to my sight getting worse, me needing it more, more patches coming up in my vision, and just more accidents, more bumping into things and people, and more. I guess it also comes from not having to like explain myself too much. Like if someone sees a long cane with the ball on the end, they know that I have something to do with my eyes. Whereas the smaller cane, the shorter cane without the ball on the end, is less known about. So with the long cane, as I use it, it's more like identifiable for cars as well, and just people, and just to avoid any accidents. So in a nutshell, I just felt, I guess, the need to use that more this year, and also I felt more confident to use it this year. Whereas before, I felt like I remember in my long cane training, I kept saying to the person training me, my wrist really hurts using this cane. It's not like it's heavy, it's not heavy. It just felt like a weight that I was holding. It doesn't feel like that anymore. I'm really like learning to like hold it with less weight. By that I mean like emotional weight to do with the just holding the helpful aid in itself. And if anyone's watching this and they have their routine appointments for a health condition, I'm sure you've been through like a roller coaster of emotions to do with the routine checkups and everything that comes with that. And it's a journey, it's a process. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like living in a reality that I feel like no one else is living in because it's a very rare condition. I've had it since I was a child, and I did not know anyone around me going through the same thing, which can feel very isolating. So when I started getting involved in groups, dedicated for blind people, and then I started like meeting others and hearing their stories, although they were so different to mine, I felt like there was like a connecting thread, which really helped to help me feel whole within myself, like help me feel full in terms of just connecting with other people and myself, not feeling alone in the journey that I was on. So if even if you're like in a space that is isolating in itself, for example, you live in the middle of nowhere, this thing we call the internet is so helpful in finding Facebook groups to start off with. There's loads of like blind VI groups that you can post on and share your stories and just connect with other people and just see what blooms from there. I've had many pen pals along the way, and it's been really lovely. So, yeah, I recorded my journey. There's lots of like footage of just boring B-roll of the eye scans and me putting my head in weird machines and you know the drill. And I also got in contact with a friend I haven't seen in a while and made sure that yeah, I just had something to look forward to after, because I find that when I'm going to these appointments and I don't have anything to look forward to after, it affects my mood quite a lot. Like it gets me quite down because ultimately this is a really like heavy loaded appointment that I'm going to, and I don't know what the outcome is going to be. Even if it's positive, I still feel weight on me because it's something I've had to like bear for a lot of my life, and that child in me just wants to have something to look forward to, something fun, something that isn't so serious, because it's been so serious and it's been so like doomy and gloomy for a long period, a long chunk of my life with losing my sight, and pillaring in something to look forward to afterwards is really anchoring. Yes. Here's some fun stuff amongst all the serious stuff. And then I'm going to talk about what the report says. So enjoy this fun part for now. And then dun dun dun, you'll see what happens towards the end of the video. So stick around.
That umbrella
What does that say?
Unable to display. So Nazan, it is, what's the date?
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
We're going to London.
Why are we going to London?
Okay, let's go back.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
go back home.
I agree. How do we turn this ship around?
We're going to my hospital appointment.
And why are we going to your hospital appointment?
My eye checkup.
Okay.
And I feel a little bit nervous this time.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally I feel a little bit like I'm trying to make myself feel positive, but this time I feel a bit nervous and a bit, ooh, what are they going to say?
Okay.
Ooh, what are they going to say? But,
What do you think they're going to say?
well, I don't want to manifest negative things, so let's not put it out into the ether, hey?
Okay.
What else?
And what are you most excited for in London?
Oh, I'm excited to see my friend Romani,
Yeah.
who I have not seen for nearly 2 years.
Oh my goodness.
So I think it's important to like pillar in things to look forward to after appointments like this. So yeah, I can feel excited for what is to come after, and it's not like if I get bad news and it's not me feeling down for the rest of the day, I can find something to look forward to and distract my mind a little bit, so I can enjoy my time out there whilst we've travelled all the way up there. Yeah, let's see what happens. Any more What are you wondering?
Nothing, just the vibe check. How are you doing?
I've got my hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And I've got this person with me. So I'm all good. Thank you, this person. Yes, you've come to my appointments with me for the past 3 appointments I've had every year and a half. So thank you.
You're welcome. Pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Really edgy and cool, doesn't it?
Very cool.
You there?
Mm-hmm.
So I just went into don't get this angle, get it from up there. Just went in for my first what do you call it? Appointment?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at eye drops in my eyes. My eyeballs are gonna be like dilated soon. Gonna be massive. Yeah. And they're going to checked my eye pressure and it was all good. I could not read the letters. It's the first time I've not been able to read the letters. I must say, I do like a bit of a guessing game for the first big letter. And I basically said a load of letters that could be the letter, the one.
Nice.
Anyways, and now I'm just waiting to have the scans. Yeah. How am I feeling? I'm not feeling good, no. We'll see what happens.
Okay, until then.
Apparently, it hasn't got that much worse. A little bit in my left eye. I've been expecting like that Catherine's so casual. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Try. Hello. Hey.
Stop putting the face. You look so old in my thing.
I think I'd rather go to places I've never
Go stand by the Christmas tree.
Merry Christmas, Miss Bear.
Ooh.
Let's go. Huh?
You look mental with your hair like that. One plait in, one plait out.
Go on, go for a dip.
I'm tempted, you know what I mean? I want to, but I don't. Like, I feel like it'd be a regret, you know?
Oh, the temptation's pushing me. Sorry.
Look at this one, just see, look at his scales.
He looks a bit.
He looks like not a nice fish, eh? He's the bully of the pond.
Oh. What's it called? Raindrops on my lens.
Taking a photo for your thing.
Oh.
Special effects.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Getting artistic. Wow.
I got my pupils dilated earlier. Are they big?
They are.
Oh la la. There's a little seat at the back of the train.
So you can get involved.
Yeah.
Go on, get him.
Oh my
Is that? Why is the dog wearing a jacket and the rabbit? Why are they dressed for the occasion? Look, dapper. Straight in at your tail, mate. Nice. Here we go. A rhino, really, Naz, and a gorilla. You pick them, don't you? Whoa. I don't like it anymore.
We've all got the B-roll.
Yeah, I got it. I did it. I did
I
my
love
job.
it.
Natural. I did it. This was really We've all got the B-roll.
Yeah.
Right, come on, we've got places to be.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Oh, look at the sweets.
I don't really. With our little camera. Yeah. So I think Olivia will probably already.
Yeah, you can climb to the top of St Paul's.
Yeah.
Like the little tiptoe on the top there. Like a ballerina.
Let's cross, guys.
The top of the circular dome. Okay, yeah, just tiptoe right on the top of the cross. And then hoist yourself down.
Joe and the juice everywhere.
I'm not gonna lie, you said Joe and the Juice and I saw 6 places and I was like, right.
I was like, great. So which one?
I was like, it's a gamble, but I heard Liverpool Street, we'll go to that one.
Yeah.
Do it again. 3, 2, 1. Oh, got it.
Okay.
I look natural. Love each other.
Olivia, you get in as well.
We're in Sky Gardens
Sky Garden.
with the Bridge Sisters down there. Yeah. This is the jungle.
Wow. Okay. I'm taking B-roll at the moment, guys.
B-roll.
Right, another one. Okay. Come close, Olivia. Come.
Oh!
Don't
drop
catch,
it.
wasn't it?
Wait, can we see the screen? No.
No.
Is it nice?
No.
Okay, another one.
Can you take it all?
Are you kissing that tree?
Wow. I love it. Sensory experience. Yeah.
Here's the cucumber building. It's called the Gherkin, not the cucumber, but here we go.
I have the phone, I just want to take a million more pictures of all the things. Oh, you got the phone.
Okay, there you go. Still recording. Hello.
We'll take a B-roll of us.
I'm gonna look at plants for a second, alright? You guys have fun.
Get that shot, get that shot. Wow.
People, a lot of tourists think that's actually London Bridge, but that's Tower Bridge.
I would think that.
Yeah. But that's Tower Bridge because the Tower of London is next to it.
I think I just dropped my gloves.
Oh no. Not your
No, I
gloves.
didn't. I got it.
And that's the Shard.
I did one landscape.
Landscape.
Right, let me take that and look at these people over here.
No, they're like
Why didn't you tell me about this label?
Oh, I thought it was just like a fashion choice or something.
Diagnosis: Rod Cone Dystrophy with severe macular involvement. So just as a side note here, Rod Cone Dystrophy, it's actually the name of the symptoms. It's not like an actual diagnosis because they can identify the genes that caused it, so they can really like name the condition itself. So Rod Cone Dystrophy is basically it is what it says it is. It's a deterioration, it's a dystrophy of the rods and cones. And in my report, it says that I reported a slight worsening of my vision since my last appointment. And my images and scans show mild progression of macular atrophy in both eyes, with the left eye being more affected. Now, this news is good news to me because it's not like major worsening. So, although I do feel some sadness with this news, I still believe that I can overcome this with the power of my mind. Whether that's, I think at the moment that means keeping it stable. I don't know if it will get any better because that's not the direction of where this condition goes. But I'm still like keeping my hopes up about it that I'm not going to lose major chunks of my sight from here. So that's where I find hope and positivity. And that's where I'm at right now with my thoughts around it. So there was also a gene found. How do I say this? So there's a gene that's been found. I can't pronounce it right now, but if anyone's interested, I can write it in the comments. And this was detected through the genetic testing that I was a part of. I gave in a blood sample years and years and years back. So they've been testing on that. But there's currently insufficient evidence to suggest that these variants are pathogenic or responsible for my eye condition. So that's it, nice and simple and loaded. I'm still processing. It's kind of only been like a few days. I didn't know what to think about the news of the genetic testing because there was insufficient evidence, but I thought that if they're telling me, then there must be sufficient evidence of some sort. But they said that there's going to be more research around it, and I'm going to research about it as well. So, yeah. That means that if they can identify the gene that has caused this condition, they can start doing trials for treatment, which is also scary. Like, I don't know. I'm used to not being able to see. Like, what is it like to see? Clearly. Does that sound weird? Does anyone resonate with that? Please let me know. Share in the comments. Yeah, it feels scary, the thought of regaining my sight potentially in my lifetime, um, because I've built up everything around my sight loss. So what do I do? But obviously that's not a reality right now, so I don't need to worry too much. But it's just some thoughts I'm having that I wanted to share and ponder on. Yeah, I just want to finish off the video just saying and sharing how blessed I feel and how grateful I am for the support around me. I feel like there's abundance in all directions, and that is hugely down to my mindset that I keep having to rewire. To think in certain ways and just learning more about the brain and psychology, really diving deep into these areas to understand myself better has been really helpful. And I'm sharing all of this because I find that a lot of people comment on my videos asking if I've heard of anything that will help heal them, or just expressing how depressed they are and like thoughts that are quite like alarming and obviously like I've had these low times in my life as well related to my eyes and related to other things. Like life is not easy, and I want to highlight things that can be focused on beyond that because there is something greater than these emotions that we feel. And we have to feel these emotions. We are human. If we didn't feel these emotions, we'd be very like robotic. I just want to be like, I guess, like a guiding light for others and myself because at at points I'm not for myself even, let alone other people. It's so easy to lose yourself in negative spirals and thoughts, and I just wanted to share that it's important to acknowledge that there is light at the end of all of this. I had a healing session the other day and I was expressing to my facilitator, I want to get out of this victim mode. Why do I keep like going into why is this happening to me? Why are they treating me like that? Why is there so much injustice? I can't not do anything about it, but I have to. But like why? Why me? Why victim mode? And the facilitator said, what if we change that around? What's the opposite? What can we affirm that is opposite? And I said, or we figured out the statement, I am a powerful presence. I am a powerful presence. And I keep like restating that to imprint that into my mind, especially before I go to sleep, and especially when I'm listening to meditations, when I'm in that sleep and like waking, like in that in between trance like states where our brains can be very impressionable and where we can imprint these affirmations and statements into our subconscious mind. So yeah, I've been using these statements. I've been writing them down. I'm just going to go and find them 1 second. I am a powerful presence. So that's the first one. Focus camera. Are you focusing? But anyway, that says, I am a powerful presence. And I also expressed a lot of other things. There's a few statements here, but I don't know. Should I share them? I guess I could, so you could affirm them as well. When I am fighting for my justice, because I feel a lot of injustice, I've felt that throughout my life, like race and health conditions. Oh, it's just been like a reoccurring theme. And I feel like the universe is like saying, I've picked you because you are going to figure out how to bring peace into this world and raise awareness for justice. Which I'm like, well, thanks, universe. That's that's such a light thing to give me. In my healing session, I, like with guidance and help from my facilitator, yeah, I guess we didn't have an answer for what do I do? What do I do to bring justice into the world? What do I do to bring peace and harmony? And after that conversation, I wrote this down. I choose to put out harmonious vibrations, and therefore that is what I will get back. And so it is. So I choose to put out harmonious vibrations, and therefore that is what I will get back. And so it is. So that so it is like it's done. It's already done. And so since that day, I've been faced with a few other things as we get faced with things throughout our day. The unknown is always pending, approaching us, situations that we don't think would happen, or we just don't know what's going to happen. But when I find myself going into like angry mode to fight for my rights, to fight for something, when I feel attacked, when I get defensive, I take a step back a little quicker each time and I remind myself of this to put out harmonious vibrations because that is what I will get back. So, for example, just like getting your point across to someone, it can be challenging when you're met with a sense of not being understood. And I'm learning to not push that. Like, you can make a statement, send it, or communicate it somehow. And if it's just not being understood, if the communication that you receive back is so like stern and stubborn that they're not going to change their ways, I'm learning from there to tell myself, oh, they're not going to change their ways. I can educate them, I can give them feedback, but I'm just wasting my energy. Why am I giving up my precious time that I have in this world, on this earth, for this, for strangers I don't know to make a point for justice? Because I've already tried to help them by giving them feedback and they haven't taken it on board. So just it is what it is, I guess, for now. And then maybe I'll return to it when I'm feeling aligned and centered in myself. I'm being reminded, you know, work, like say things from a place of that aligned, centered space. And that is what you will get back. So I don't know. I've experimented with this with a couple of other things, and that is exactly what I've been receiving. Like when I have taken a step back from a situation, for example, for a discriminatory experience, I can then like give myself space to just take a breath and see it from a different point of view, to come to a space of understanding and communicate that so that other person, other people, other whatever feels heard. Um, and then move on from that centered space because that is where things will benefit me and others if I am speaking from that centered, aligned space. So, this is something I've realized recently, and I know that I knew this before, but it's just like being reminded in therapy that really helps from time to time, or just like having affirmations that you revisit, or just something that you revisit that reminds you, come back to your center. That's where you will be emitting things from your mouth when you speak, when you voice yourself in any way that you do, from yeah, that harmonious place that will emit and radiate those harmonious frequencies and vibrations. And there is a field of right doing and wrongdoing, and I'll meet you there. So there's that Rumi quote. There is a field of wrongdoing and right doing, and I'll meet you there. We all think we're right and wrong in our own ways, and what if we met in the middle? So these things I'm sharing are just thought patterns my mind is just going off on a tangent, a little ramble. But it's important for me to process and share, and I hope that this is helping anyone that's listening. in some way. You don't have to be going through what I am going through. I am sure you're going through something else, and maybe you needed to hear these things that I'm reading and sharing, and maybe you could integrate them into your daily life. But please remember that this doesn't come overnight. Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes it's like an aha moment. And that moment of realization, and then it's your choice from there to re-imprint those things that you've learned in whatever way is suitable for you. And yeah, reminding myself I am able to process my emotions easily and freely. That's another affirmation that I am working with. I am able to process my emotions easily and freely. So when we don't process our emotions get stored and stuck in our body, manifesting as disease, as symptoms that arise. So I was reminded the other day to drink a lot of water, more than I do, keep myself hydrated. Um, I personally drink spring water in BPA free plastic because I want to be eliminating toxins, not putting more into my body. And you process your emotions through your waterways, through movement, through just expression in art, in song, in talking. Um, or any way that you feel helps you express your emotion. Everyone is different. See what works. And just, yeah, a reminder that it's so important to express and to give yourself that space and time to process with ease and freely. So even just sitting with yourself and placing a hand on your heart and just closing your eyes and just taking a sigh and breathing and reciting, I am able to process my emotions freely and easily. And just breathing that in. I am able to process my emotions easily and freely. Now, if we're keeping stagnant in our day-to-day lives, if we're on our laptops too much or our phones or in front of the TV, that's another way where I believe that our emotions and life force gets stuck in our body and gets stored and mounts up, stacks up like clutter that has mounted up in our homes and or just yeah, it's like things that need to be let go of through whatever surrendering, moving practice that you have that isn't just sitting in one spot for 8 hours a day. And yeah, movement can really help move those emotions as well, I believe. And I just want to end off here with the last affirmation, which is I am safe, grounded, and supported. My body is safe. I am safe, grounded, and supported. My body is safe. So when we feel that we are being uh, hard done by our own bodies, when we have a health condition, it can be really difficult to feel safe within our body, and that can affect our sleep. It can affect our mood, our relationships. It can mount up to feeling a lot of anxiety and depression. So, just bearing in mind that our bodies are always working for us and it does everything that it can to protect us. If we're carrying too much physical weight, our body is working extra hard to carry that. So there will be a symptoms that arise with that. Our bodies are just trying to communicate and voice to us to look after this sacred body of ours. And it's, I know it's easy to, or like we go into autopilot mode, and when we're feeling down about a health condition, we can almost like give up on ourselves in other ways where we don't fully look after our bodies, our minds, our spirit. But yeah, our bodies are just asking, voicing, communicating, trying to speak to us through the ways that it can. So after this video, I'd love to invite you to just sit with yourself for a few minutes. You can put on a track in the background or a playlist and just ask yourself, as you close your eyes maybe and take a breath or two, some deep breaths, what is it that my body is saying to me right now? What does it need? What is it asking of me? And how can I move into that? And at that point, you might move into some fluid free movement and do some stretches or write or note something that you can do for yourself in the coming hours or the coming days to help yourself feel centered and aligned, and to help yourself in the future to come to become that best version of yourself. Continuously to look after yourself deeply, to parent that inner child, to reparent that self in the ways that you deserve. And yeah, please remember that you do deserve healing, and you deserve the process that it takes, the time that it takes. And sometimes it's not really pretty, it can be messy, it's a journey. But please remember that we are all living in this human experience, and it's not all filtered and pretty like it is on social media. This is life. This is the human experience. There's a lot of grittiness. There's a lot of sadness. There's numbing. There's distractions. There's procrastinating. There's happiness. There's joy. There's ecstasy. There's everything in between and beyond. And how wonderful is it that we get to live in this body and feel into just and experience everything that we are gifted with. So that is my outlook as it stands right now. And I hope that this has inspired you in some way or helped you feel less alone in what you're going through, and validated your feelings. And I hope that you can find a glimmer of hope within yourself, within your life. And this too shall pass.